How you going, guys? I was originally going to film this video outdoors, but the neighbours' boys keep yelling outside, so I thought it was going to be distracting for the video. But you're not here to hear about what the neighbours' kids are doing. In this video, I'm going to talk about dealing with negative feelings, dealing with sadness, and a lot of it's going to come from my own personal point of view, how I manage things, and tips that may help you. Out of all the emotions, I've mentioned in other videos, anger, if you can conquer anger, I feel like you're 80% of the way to inner peace. And I've also mentioned in other videos, sadness, personally for me, I'm fine with it. I don't mind being sad. It's just a dull feeling, a numbing feeling. But here is one issue I've found with sadness, and there's nothing that can be done about it because it just is what it is. I've noticed the feeling of sadness, there's nothing ultimately wrong with it, but the problem is when you go out in public, if you're feeling down, if people can sense you look down, you look sad, or you start crying, it makes people uncomfortable. It makes people ask, are you okay? What's wrong? Is there anything I can do? And that's totally natural. I do that with people too. When they're down, when they're sad, I want to comfort them. I want to ask if they're okay. But I've found the actual feeling of sadness by itself is totally fine. There is no problem with being sad, is what I'm saying. When you're walking around happy, laughing, no one questions you, and you don't question yourself. You think, this is fine, I'm happy, no problem. But when you're sad, it seems like it's a big deal. And that's one of the things that I use to manage sadness when it inevitably hits me. I tell myself, this is not a big deal. What's the problem here? It's just a feeling of sadness. No problem. It reminds me, I've seen children and the parents out in public at a playground, and sometimes you see a child fall over and the parent freaks out that the child's fallen over, and then the child looks at the parent and goes, Mum's freaking out, I'm going to freak out. I've seen other scenarios where the child falls over, looks at the parent, and the parent's like, just get up. You silly sausage, get up. And then the kid's okay. The reason I'm mentioning this is we can do this with our feelings. Sometimes when we're feeling something we don't want to be feeling, we can freak out and think, I shouldn't be feeling this. I don't want to feel this. And that creates more negative thinking, more sad thinking, which generates more sad, negative feelings. They bootstrap each other. But here's what I personally do. If I wake up and I'm feeling like shit, or have a few days of feeling like crap, each and every day I just tell myself, one of those days, is it? One of those low mood, sad, negative days. What I'm basically saying is, this is what I personally do. It may help you. I just don't make it a big deal. I just say, one of those days, is it? No problem. Let's just get through this day. Just like when things are going well. When I'm in a happy, euphoric mood, even then, I tell myself, wow, I'm going to cash in on this feeling. I'm going to play my favorite music, dance for no reason, be interactive with people, because I know I'm on borrowed time, it's not going to last. And it's the same with sadness. It's okay. But what I'm basically saying is, it's okay to feel sad. You need to accept it and not make it into a big deal. And it's good if you're around loved ones that know this too. If they say, what's wrong? And you say, it's fine, I'm just sad. And they get where you're coming from, that's good too. They'll just be there for you to help you with what you need, but they're not going to freak out trying to alter your mood. But if your mood is really getting you down, one thing I've found is you need to change your environment. We always think, I'm in my environment. But I've noticed, if you feel negative and sad sitting in your room, go out for a walk. Go out for a drive, change the scenery. Because again, we are our environment. This is why when we go on holidays, of course it's because we're not at work, but also if you go to a foreign country, you become part of the country. You become part of the culture, the vibe, the feeling. And then when you come back to, I'm in Australia, when you come back to Australia, there's a different vibe again here. Because we think we're a person in a separate world, interacting with separate people, but we are the people we hang around. We are the culture we hang around. It has an effect on us. And again, I know in this day and age, it's hard to make friends. It's hard to meet people for relationships. But ideally, and this isn't any new original advice, you need to hang around the people you want to be like. You need to hang around happy, positive people, and then you'll become that. They wear whatever you're exposed to, you become. Watch a lot of negative stuff online. Listen to a lot of negative, dark music. It'll become you. You'll embody it. Watch a lot of positivity. Listen to positive people. Hang around positive people. It becomes you. You want to get rich? Hang around people that know how to make money. You want to be a better people person? Hang around people persons. I'm not saying anything groundbreaking that you wouldn't have heard in other self-help, but it's just a reminder. Also, what's my channel? Practical Non-Duality. I'm always hammering spiritual practice in these videos because self-inquiry. Who am I? The one that's feeling sad, the one that's feeling negative. To know these negative thoughts and feelings means you can't be them. This isn't some cope. It's reality. Do you know these thoughts? Do you know these feelings? What I'm basically saying is get interested in you. You keep saying, I'm sad, I'm negative, my life. Fair enough. And I'm not directing this at people that a big tragedy's happened, loss of a loved one, or some big life event, or people that are on medication for depression. I'm not targeting this at you guys. You need to seek help, of course, doctors, psychologists, psychiatrists. I'm just saying for the average person that freaks out at their feelings. And a lot of people do that these days because, especially in the West, life is so comfortable. We've made it so comfortable. Everything has to go according to a plan. There's no time for problems. We've got everything down to the millisecond in Western countries. We don't have time for problems. And all this focus on your feelings are so important. Yes, they are important in this day and age, but if we freak out too much about, I don't feel well, I feel negative, it makes it worse. That's all I'm saying. There is a state of being, which I'm trying to convey in this video, that you can just say, oh, feeling like shit today. No big deal. And when you don't make it a big deal, slowly it passes. And getting back to spirituality, like I said, self-inquiry is a big one. Instead of getting interested in your thoughts and feelings, get interested in you. And you'll realize, wow, I literally cannot know myself. Whatever I am is knowing all of this experience, but cannot directly be known. And again, mindfulness. Here's a thing that happens to me when I'm feeling really down and low mood. I don't even have the energy to think of why I'm feeling like shit. All my awareness just goes into the body, into the sensations of feeling sadness. All we're ever experiencing is sensations. You can call them feelings and emotions, but if you strip away all this language, it's just sensations. When I feel calm, it's a really weak sensation, or no sensation at all. When I feel sadness, it's like a dull, heavy sensation. When I feel anger, it's like a fire. Whoosh! I've mentioned these in other videos. All I'm getting at is these sensations aren't out to get us. They're ultimately neutral, but there's just, I like to picture it like turning up the volume, turning up the intensity. Peace, sadness is like a dull feeling. Anger is like, it's just that. But this knob isn't out to get you. It's just generating different sensations. And this is life. Life is just the constant flow of sensations, perceptions, thoughts. Life isn't out to get us, but we make all these thoughts and feelings into a big deal, into a big story, and then we suffer. This is again why I heavily stress mindfulness, meditation. Meditation and mindfulness are one and the same thing. Like I've said before, meditation is the formal practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the informal practice of meditation. This is one of the big keys to inner peace. And inner peace in the sense of not eliminating all negative feelings. Just being okay with them. That's what it's going to do. There is a state of being, which I'm trying to convey in this video, that you can be okay with whatever's happening. When I originally started this YouTube channel, I made regular videos like this and I made YouTube shorts. And I thought, I don't want to go down the route of shorts because it's too quick to express anything meaningful. But in one of those videos, I was talking about this, one of these earlier videos. Be okay when you're happy, be okay when you're sad. And someone left a comment saying, how can you be okay when you're sad? It doesn't make sense. And basically, this is what I was trying to get across in this video. You can be okay when you're sad. You just say, oh, one of those days, is it? I just need to get through this day, no big deal. If it happens tomorrow, no big deal. And like I said, I know, and this is one thing that can't be changed. One of the biggest problems with being sad is other people. They're going to say, are you okay? What's wrong? You can't cry in public. You can laugh in public, that's socially acceptable, but you can't be frowning and sad, crying in public. People are uncomfortable, and fair enough. I'm not saying there's anything wrong, but I'm just saying, ultimately, there's nothing wrong with being sad. When you're at home crying, or if you've got a pet, your pet doesn't care that you're sad. It's no big deal. That's what I'm saying. And if you're around loved ones, ideally, that get how you think, they're not going to try to alter your mood too much either. They're going to go, oh, Simon's sad. I'll just leave them alone. It's all good. Or whatever your name is, whoever's watching this. But yeah, the takeaway message I think I'm trying to express in this video is acceptance. Don't freak out. It's fine. It's okay to be sad. Even if you're on something like the spiritual path, this isn't about toxic positivity, always being in a state of happiness. No, that's not even natural. I should make a video about toxic positivity. You know what? I will eventually. It's not normal. Because happiness and sadness are opposites. It's okay to fluctuate between the two. Your essence is peace. Ultimately, your essence has no fluctuations. The true self, the source, it's always neutral. That is you. That all these waves of feelings pulsate, move in. But we get caught up in these feelings. I'm happy, I'm sad. I'm happy, I'm sad. Why can't I keep it here? I want this feeling never to go away. It's not natural to be up here. And it feels good to feel happy, and it feels good. Honestly, I don't mind feeling sad. Even anger, it's annoying, but sometimes I like the charge of anger. Sometimes, but I'm going to make more videos on anger, but that's a tough one. But sadness, comfortably numb. Isn't that a song by Pink Floyd, is it? It's okay. I'm going to end the video there. Guys, take care of yourselves, okay? Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'm going to make it, you know me, how many videos am I making? I've got so much to say, so many topics I want to help you guys with. I can't stop. That's just what I'm doing. Take care, hey? See ya.